Okay, so God gave you a business idea and you need to monetize it. You know you're called to business, to entrepreneurship, but you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, and you just need to know how to go from A to C. I got you. What if I told you that you already have everything that you need in order for you to make money? You don't need to go back to school in order for you to make money. You don't need to gain another certification in order for you to make money. The thing is that you have to believe that you have the ability to create wealth. And that's in Deuteronomy 8:18. God gave you the ability to create wealth. It starts with your belief system. So this is why it's so important to work on your mindset. Enough praying without the works. Faith without works is dead. You can have the whole faith, you can have the faith, the biggest faith in the world, but if you're not putting that faith into action, it's dead. So instead of using what you innately carry, the skills, the advice that you give people, the tips, the people that are already coming to you already, that is that is a very key factor. That is a very strong factor that you have something. People see it already. So imagine when you package it. But that's later on down the video. What I'm saying is that now's the time to start that thing, whatever that thing is, be it a business, a podcast, a book. Now's the time to use what you innately carry and put it out there so that you can bless others. So here's where most people get stuck. This is where they stay stuck in repeating this cycle. They believe that they don't have enough. They believe that they don't know enough. So why would someone pay me for something that I can do so naturally? There's no way that somebody would pay me this amount of money for this. So what do? They keep consuming instead of building, instead of creating. They are saving all these posts and YouTube videos and Instagram videos. They keep preparing and planning. They're writing down in their notes app. They are writing down in their color coded notebooks all the plans, the 30-step plans that they need in order for them to begin to create, in order for them to begin to start monetizing what it is that they innately carry. So they do all of this preparing and planning. They have different color pencils for their different color notebooks. They got 47 tabs open instead of applying what they already know, which is within them. So the thing is that when you're still in preparation mode, you're still in research mode, you feel further away than actually making money. You feel further from you actually implementing and actually starting that business, which can make you money. The problem isn't that you lack the skills. You actually have great skills. You have great ideas. I feel like you have great ideas. I may not know your idea, but I believe that if people can make money selling brooms at your local Home Depot, if Picasso can become famous from painting, if this person on Instagram is making money off crocheting, I believe that your skill is valuable. I believe that you have something to offer to the world. The problem is that you don't recognize it as valuable. And this is because it feels normal to you. You can do this in 30 minutes. You've been doing this for years. It's easy to you, right? So what's easy to you is actually hard for someone else. Someone else out there is struggling with the very thing that comes effortlessly to you. This is exactly where the money is made. So now it's time to shift your perspective. A skill does not have to be expert level. You don't have to be the master of everything. You don't need to be completely skillful in something in order for you to start monetizing, okay? Honestly, it just has to be useful, it has to be helpful, it has to be clear. And if you are able to articulate that and it can help someone else, that's already valuable. You want to know how I know that you have skills that are monetizable because your job hired you. And if you are currently unemployed, you had a job that hired you based on the skills that you can help them solve. They don't just hire anyone, they hire people that can help them grow their business, that can help them solve problems. So, your skills from your 9 to 5 could be managing systems, managing people, handling people, giving advice, designing, sales. Believe it or not, those are all monetizable. And this is exactly how you're going to turn your monetizable skills into a product. So here's how you're going to turn your skills into money. This is the exciting part. Step number one is to identify your skills. So first, you're going to identify what you know, what you've learned, and the skills that come naturally to you. It don't even have to be skills. It can be ideas. It can be an experience that you've, you know, went through. It can be a story that you know that can help someone else. What comes natural to you? What can you talk about for hours without getting tired? What do people already come to you for? What is a problem that you know you can help someone? And speaking of problem, that's the next step. So, step two is to match it to a problem. What problem can you help someone solve? Can you help single mothers lose weight on a budget? Can you help um, students abroad learn a language while studying? Can you help young adults manage their anxiety through journaling? And the list goes on. Step number three is often where the confusion lies. When they say to package it, this is real simple. You're going to either package it into a digital product, it can be a one on one service, it can be a mini course, it can be a workshop, it can be a template or a checklist. Select one and stick to that one. Step number four is another big one. It is to talk about it. If people don't know that you exist, if people don't know that your product or your business exists, how will you make sales? Okay, so now that you know what your offer is, now that you have that guide, that skill set, that template, mini course, or whatever that your product is, now it's time to talk about the solution it offers. Talk about the problem it solves. Talk about the experience. This is in your content. This is your content we're talking about. Okay, when you start talking about it, this is how people find you. You really don't need to become someone else in order for you to make money. You really just need to use what you already have. Is it a story? Did you go through a transformation? Do you have a before and after situation or lesson or mistakes that you've learned along the way? Do you have skills and idea that you can monetize, that you can help someone save time? You can relieve someone of stress. You can help them through anxiety. You have everything that you need. Yes, sometimes you may need some guidance, and that is exactly what I have to offer. In my link in my bio is called the Business Clarity Guide. Simply put, this guide helps you to identify the skills that you already have and help you build it so that you can launch and start selling it. That is it. It's a very useful guide, and I believe that you can definitely change your life based on using this guide because it helps you go from confusion to clarity to confidence. Now, if this helped you, like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Comment clarity down below and I'll send you the details.